What's up guys, Nast-E back here with another scratch tutorial. This one's a more basic scratch. In fact, this is probably about the most basic scratch you can do. It's usually the first one that beginners learn. It's called the baby scratch. Baby scratch, it's important to know that there's actually no fader involvement in it at all. It's all on the disc. In this example I have CDJ 100s. In later tutorials I'll have my 1200s up here. To show you two things, basically to show you how similar the 1000s are to real vinyl, but to also give you guys, an idea of, what you would do on vinyl too. You get a little bit more revolution on vinyl, but they're mostly the same. But anyway, the baby scratch, I'll start you out here. I'm not going to do a beat with it yet. I'm just going to do it straight off the sample. So the baby scratch is all on the wheel. There's no fader involvement. You're basically starting from the beginning of the sample, and you're just rubbing the sample back and forth. Forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. And I'll show you with this sample here. So you can see the beginning of the sound is right here. You bring it back, forward, backward, forward, backward. It usually sounds better when it's on the beginning of the sample. So usually you'll just use like the front tip, so you'll be like that. So then if you want to, you can let the rest of it ring out. The only reason I'm using the fader now is because I'm cutting the sound off when I move backwards. But normally, you would just leave it open, and it would be... And that is the baby scratch. And I'm going to show you also in the same tutorial what a scribble is. The reason I want to do Scribble in the same tutorial is because the Scribble is basically a baby scratch, only extremely fast. What's important to do with the Scribble scratch is it's just like the baby. You usually focus on the beginning part of the sample, but when you're doing the Scribble scratch, you're tensing your whole hand up, basically from your wrist down. You want to tense that up. And basically, it kind of sounds like what the name of it is, like a scribble, like you're scribbling on paper, and it sounds something like that. And you can do that wherever. You can do And much easier to do the scribble on a 1000 because it doesn't skip. This is probably one scratch where if your pressure is too much on the vinyl, it might skip. But on the CDJ here, you're safe. But I'll show you how to do that on the 1200 later. So anyway, one more real quick recap. This is the baby. And this is the scribble. Okay, and that'll do it. And both of them don't require any fader movement. I was only using the fader so you didn't hear the sound coming backwards when I was cueing it back up. Okay, and that's that. Thanks.